everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day out there in YouTube land. Today's live chat is going to be about helpful apps for crocheters and knitters. And I was going to do helpful tips, and I was also going to do helpful websites, but I think I'll either do a standalone video for that, or I'll end up doing a live chat next week, because my list ended up being really long, and I don't make this video real long. I like to keep my videos pretty short. Looks like there are people here. Hello, Dee. Jaja, how are you guys? Hey, Chris, you're a moderator. Yay. Hey, Ruthie. Hey, Desiree. How is everyone today? We weren't sure if the moderator worked because it doesn't give you any kind of verification that the moderator actually worked. I'm a little nauseous today, so I'm probably going to keep the live chat a little short, just so I can take a nap. I took some medicine called Phenigrin, and it makes you kind of tired. So I'm probably going to take a nap after the live chat's over with. Yeah, watch out, trolls. Chris, just so you're aware, there's two people that might look like trolls because they like to joke around. If you see Andy or something that has to do with John Deere, those are my brother-in-law and my niece. They like to joke around with me. They're not trolls. It may seem like trolls, but they're not. Yeah, Dee, it really does knock you out, that's for sure. Alright guys, I found a lot of really great apps that I'm excited to tell you guys about. I think they're going to be some of them I could download, and some of them I couldn't. Some of them are for Apple and only available on Apple devices, and others are on Android, and then some are on both devices. And I don't have a lot of room on my phone because my phone's taken up by videos. So I will tell you guys about them, and you can check out the ones that sound good to you guys. Yes, Dee, that's very true. And these are, some of them have the word knitting in them, but I think you could use them for both knitting and crochet. The first one is an app called Wooltasia. It's good for, it says it's good for graphghans, making graphghans and motifs. What you do is you upload a picture or a photograph, or I think you can design your own picture or photograph, and it makes like a chart for it, and helps you write up a pattern for it. Let's see what I wrote down. It helps convert your patterns. Gosh, my writing is so bad, I'm having trouble reading it. Yeah, so that's what that app is. And I'll write a list of all the patterns I talk about below. That way, you guys will have a list you can look at that you won't have to go through the whole video if you want to. The next app is called Conligata, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. Conligata Knit Designer, and it's design your own knitting charts and patterns. So it helps you make charts. You can take a picture, and then you can like design your own pattern, and then it converts it into a PDF file for you. Oh, okay, Dee. Yeah, and so that one I know is available on. Those two are both available on Android. I don't know about Apple. The next one is called Knitci, and it has a 4.1 rating on. I forgot to tell you the ratings on the other ones. I'll write it down though. Is Knitci. It has a 4.1 rating on the Android store. You can save patterns to you're working on, and keep all the projects you have going on. You can do up to, I think it says 6 at a time. It either says 6 or 10. Oh no, it says you can upload. Sorry, my handwriting is horrible. You can upload details, and the type of yarn, your color, your hook, and just all kinds of details about your pattern and everything. So that one's called Knitci, and I think you can use that one for crochet too. Hey KB, how are you? We're talking about helpful apps today. The next, Ellie, the next one is called Knit and Crochet Buddy. It's rated as a 4.2. Oh, good, Karen. It's rated as a 4.2. You can keep track of your projects. It has a row counter, a project timer, which I think is really helpful, a ruler, flashlight. It has like a tool where you can keep track of your what knitting needles you have, and you can keep track of which ones you're using, what sizes you have, which ones you've lost, which ones you haven't lost, stuff like that. So I think that's pretty helpful. You can add notes about. Oh, I just read that. You can is a chart that helps you convert between numeric and letter numbers on your knitting needles, and I think maybe crochet hooks too, but I'm not sure about crochet hooks. And it translates patterns that are written in different languages. So I think that's really helpful. The next step is called Knit Companion. It's rated as a 3.9. It's a PDF support. God, my handwriting is so awful. I think it says it says you spend less time on you spend more time on knitting and less time counting rows. You can also use this app for crochet too. It's linked to your Ravelry account, so that's helpful. You can do an unlimited number of projects. You get direct access to your Ravelry and Dropbox project it has a project timer, and then it also has a row counter, and you can also sync it between devices to keep track of your projects. Hi Bobby, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. The next two I'm going to talk about are only available on Apple. The first one is Stashbot, and I believe I couldn't get a lot of information because I don't have Apple, but I believe it helps you. It helps coordinate with your Ravelry account somehow. And then the next one is Stash to Go, and I believe that also coordinates with your Ravelry account. And there's also Knitci, and that one's for Android, and that helps you coordinate with your Ravelry patterns, and it works with your Ravelry account. And it helps you see how many stitches and rows you have left. Hold on a second, I think I skipped a page. Okay, yeah, I did skip a page. The next one is row counter. And I downloaded this one. I think this one is a really good one. It had really good reviews. It's rated 4.7, which not a lot of apps get 4.7 store. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Desiree. Hopefully you can get moved and get everything figured out and get settled in, and then you can start crocheting. Hello, Melissa. I made you a moderator. Okay, so we're talking about the row counter app. You can import patterns from Ravelry or the internet. You can keep track of increases and decreases, changes of color. You can, or you can just use it as a plain old row counter that's just a simple one. What's really cool is it has voice control on it, so you don't have to type anything in. You can continue to knit or I'm guessing you might be able to use it for crochet too, but it doesn't say that on it. But it's voice controlled, so you just say what you want it to do, and it helps you out. I haven't used it yet, but I downloaded it, so I'll let you know how it works out. And you can see how many rows and stitches you have left. Oh, that's very true, Desiree. The last time we moved, it was horrible. I mean, you just get so much stuff and you really just don't even realize how much you have. All right, Chris. The next one is called Crochet and Knitting Tools. It's rated 4.5 in the Android Google Play Store. It's you can take photos and upload them. It has 4 row counters, and a lot of these apps you can upgrade and get more features and better features. I'm just telling you about the free stuff that you get with the apps. You can add instructions to your patterns. Ellie, stop it. Let's see. I'm having trouble reading that. I'm not sure what that says. Sorry, my handwriting is really bad. You can keep track of stuff like number of cast on stitches, number of rows, what one you're on. So a lot of things you can keep track of. You can keep track of your knitting needle and crochet hook sizes you're using. It also has knitting and crochet charts. It also has I just wrote down store knitting needle and crochet hook inventory. Okay, so you can store your knitting and crochet hook inventory. The free version, it has a free version and a paid version, and you can store up to 3 projects at a time. And you get a lot more stuff with the paid version, apparently. I haven't downloaded that one yet. We had someone else come in. Oh, no, you're talking about Ellie. Yes, Ellie made an appearance. Ellie likes the space heater. I have the space heater on, and she loves the space heater. The next one is called Crochet.land. It's rated 4.9. Knitters can use it too, but it's definitely for crocheters. Crochet projects, manage your projects. It has a timer, a row counter. It also helps you price your goods, which I thought was a really cool feature. If you're having trouble pricing your crochet goods, you can. It helps you with learning how to price them, and you can keep track of how much time you're working on a project and everything, and it really helps you out with that. You can also upload your supply list for each project. Hello, Farrellyn. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, Brenda. How are you? Oh, don't worry about being late. Yeah, no one worry about being late. Hi, Bobby. I can't remember if I said hi to you or not. Oh, yeah, I did say hi to you. Never mind. Oh, that's good, Melissa. I'll look forward to seeing another video for you. Oh, you're twins. Cool. Yeah, definitely go back. I mentioned some really good, cool apps. This is the last one. It's called Beecount Knitting Counter. It's rated 4.5 in the Android store. The good thing about this is I think it's more simplistic than the other ones, so it'll be easy to use. And the other good thing is that it doesn't have any ads in it. So that's really awesome. It is designed for counting multiple parts of multiple knitting projects. And I think it was designed by someone for a class, and she was nice enough just to upload it for everyone for free. So I thought that was really cool. Alright guys, that is it. So after we finish with the chat, I will upload these apps I mentioned. Well, I won't upload the apps. I'll upload the ones I talked about, so you guys can go back and look at them and see if you have them in your app store. and I hope that they help a lot of people. So does anyone have plans for the Super Bowl this weekend? You're welcome, Ruthie. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, also, if anyone has any helpful websites to use that they'd like to tell me about for next week's show, just leave it in the comments for my live chat announcement, or leave it in the comments for this video. Or if you have any helpful tips for knitting and crochet, let me know those too. Oh, good, Dee. I'm glad that was helpful. KB doesn't have any plans. Oh, Melissa's gonna sleep. She doesn't like football. Ruthie doesn't have plans. Yeah, Brenda, is Super Bowl weekend. I guess everyone needs sleep, apparently. Oh, yeah, Karen, that's right. You guys don't have TV. Which Cal are you talking about, Melissa? Yeah, I like the Saints too, D. It was a shame what happened with them. They had a bad call that went against them, so they missed out on the Super Bowl, really because of that call, for those of you that don't know. My in-laws are coming into town. They only live a couple hours away, and we're going to have a small party with them. I don't know if you can really call it a party if it's only 2 other people, but we're going to make a bunch of appetizers. I'm going to make some queso. We're going to have pigs in a blanket. I'm going to make chocolate covered potato chips, which are really good. We're going to have some garlic bread, because I love garlic bread. We're going to have bacon wrapped crackers with brown sugar on top. And then we're having jalapeno poppers. Oh, D, a Twilight Zone marathon. Cool. I'll have to record a couple episodes. I love the Twilight Zone. I actually have a few on DVD, I think. No, D, I'm sorry. The Saints lost out. Really because of that bad call. Yes, it's going to be a good gathering. Oh, Groundhog Day is a good movie. I haven't watched that in a long time. That was a good movie, though. Yeah, yeah, Melissa, you're invited if you want to drive up. You really aren't that far away, I don't think. Hey, Brenda, come on down. Everyone, come on down. I want to have a meetup somewhere. So, Melanie from Stitch My Lou was talking about trying to plan a meetup for everyone somewhere. Oh, okay, Dee. Oh, that's funny, Brenda. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Melissa. That probably wouldn't. He probably wouldn't like that too much. Hey, yeah, Karen, that's a good idea. Go live for all the crocheters and knitters that don't want to watch the Super Bowl. Yeah, me too, Dee. Yeah, I mean, Karen, I bet a lot of people would want to have something else to do. I mean, there a lot of people don't watch the Super Bowl. We got to think of a good name for it though, like the Puppy Bowl. You could have like the Crochet Bowl or Yarn Bowl or I don't know. We got to think of a cool name for it though. I like the commercials too. And I'm not, I mean, I like NFL football. I'm a football girl, but I really only care about certain teams, and I really don't care about the teams that are playing this year. Oh, Melissa, what cowl were you doing? Because there are a lot of them. Oh yeah, fiber bowl. Well, that sounds good, Chris. Thanks, Dee. Sesame Street. So, what projects is everyone working on? I haven't heard of that. Is that the cow you're working on, Sesame Street, Melissa? Or is that what you'll be watching? I wasn't sure what you were saying with that. That's funny, Dee. Yeah, gotta get our fiber in. Very, very true, Karen. Just can't get enough. I'm still working on the cow that Seta has going on, where you look at a picture of a calendar each month, and well, it's the same calendar, and then you pick your colors from that. And she's doing either a table runner or like a runner to go on the back of your couch or a bed runner. And I'm actually making a shawl instead. I think Cindy from Freeze Baby's Fiber Frolic is doing a blanket. So you can pretty much kind of do what you want. That's the only thing I really worked on this week, and I only did the first row. I didn't get very much done. Oh, you're crocheting a pink camp scarf for your granddaughter. That's sweet. I'm not sure what a camp scarf is though. Dee's working on a knitted wrap from Annie's Hook and Needle Club. Cool. Okay, the cow is a Sesame Street cow. Okay. I haven't heard of that cow. It sounds complicated though if you're doing something from Sesame Street. Brenda is working from Puggleful Life is working on Granny Square Lapgan for your local hospice. That's very cool. Oh, camo scarf. Okay, that makes more sense. I love camo. Very cool, Karen. It's always nice when you get something done. I want to do the local cow too that Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, is talking about. You do a crochet, or Dee's a knitter, so I'm sure she's doing knitting. Oh, she said a knitting wrap. Um, but what you do is you do something that represents your state. It's really cool. So Dee's is in red, white, and blue. Very cool. I thought about if I'm doing something for Texas that it should probably be red, white, and blue too, because Texas is a very patriotic state. Bye, Desiree. Have a good night. Good luck with your moving, dear. I hope it goes well. I've never seen pink camo yarn. Where did you get that? That sounds very cool. Oh, you missed counting, Melissa. Well, try downloading one of those new try downloading that row counter out and see if that helps you. Yes, Ruthie. Cindy from Freeze Babies Fiber Frolic is having her own cow for teapot cozies. That's very cool. The camo yarn crochets well. Oh, Fiesta earrings sounds cool for San Antonio. That sounds very cool. Yeah, Dee, it does sound cool. I look forward to seeing the pictures. Okay, so the camo yarn is Red Heart, everyone. If anyone watching this recorded wants to look it up and try and find it, it's Red Heart. Oh, hello, Sue. How are you? Glad you could join us. She's been working on a log cabin blanket. Very cool. 6 more rows. Awesome. Yay. Very cool. I haven't actually made a blanket yet because they're so big and time consuming. It just kind of overwhelms me. But this year, I think it's my husband and I's 15-year anniversary. So I think I'm going to make him a blanket for a 15-year anniversary. I don't have a I don't have a teapot either, Dee. I'm going to make a jar cozy, I think, for Cindy's crochet along. Oh, Dee, you have seen it at Walmart. I'm going to have to look for it because I'd love to use some. Yeah, I like the idea of a tea cozy too. I almost want to get a teapot just so I could make a tea cozy for it because I think that'd be really cute just to have sitting on your stove. I mean, that just would be a really cute decoration. I actually had a teapot, but I turned the burner on without any water on it, and it's a really pretty teapot too. So I'm devastated that I did this. But I turned the burner on without putting the water in it, and the enamel stuck, and it broke it. The enamel stuck all the way to the burner. That burner is still ruined to this day because it got all the way melted and glued down. There's enamel all into our burner. We can't even use the burner anymore. I broke the burner too. Hello, Denise. How are you, dear? Use a big hook and a big needle. that's cool, Karen. Oh, cops. Cops meant chunky yarn. Wait, I have to go back and see what you said. I do typos all the. Oh, you said oops meant chunky yarn. Okay, I was wondering what you meant. Oh, that's okay, Denise. I know, Dee. They're so pretty, you don't want to use them. But you know what I use is I just use my Keurig, and I make hot water in that. We don't even use the K cups at all, really. I just use it for hot water because it heats up the water to the exact perfect temperature for you, and it's really really awesome. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Big hook and chunky yarn for a blanket, it makes it go fast. Okay, I get it now. Thank you. So Melissa does the same thing. Use your Keurig for tea and coffee. You don't have a teapot either. Yeah, I think the Keurig is just so much easier, and it takes so much less time that uh, I just don't bother with the teapot anymore. I want to get a teapot though for when I have a lot of people over, because it just makes it easy when you have a lot of people. That way you're not sitting there, having to put one cup in at a time. Um, but oh, Karen does the same thing with her Keurig too. Yeah, it's I just think it's easier for sure. Oh, and so does Brenda. She just uses it to heat up water too. Yeah, I think it just heats it up to the perfect temperature. Right? You can't go wrong with using it. Well, all right, guys. Oh, let me see what this comment is. Oh, Denise has an electric kettle with a timer on it, so so she heats up her water for her tea that way. That's cool. Or her coffee. Very cool. Oh no, Dee, that's not good. Oh, Karen, that's a good idea. Karen from KB Fibers vlog uses a candle to keep her tea warm. You know what I've seen that was really cool? I saw this stand at World Market one time, and I'm so mad for not getting it because it was really only $20. But it has a candle underneath, and then it had a teacup on top, and then it had a lid for your teacup. And so you put the candle underneath, and then you put your teacup on top of that, and it keeps your tea warm. I want to look at World Market and see if they still have that. I saw it a couple of years ago, and I didn't get it, but I really, really want one. Have a great weekend, everyone. I am going to go ahead and go. And I probably won't catch you live, Karen, because I'm going to be with my parents, and my mother-in-law does not like the phone being used. But I will watch the recording. Oh, Denise, the electric egg cooker. I've never even heard of that. That's cool. Yes, and don't forget to come back and get the list of apps. And talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful yarny day, everyone, and happy crafting. Bye, everyone.